Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammad Iqbal, and today I am going to tell you about the microcontroller and embedded system project of line following robot, in which we used six IR sensors, one voltage sensor, one current sensor, ultrasonic sensor, and encoder SD card module also. So let's go, and now we will start from part one, that is Proteus schematic and simulations. So let's go to part one of the project, that is Proteus schematics and simulation. So this is our schematic of line following robot in which we used Atmega 2560. So the reason of using this was simply that we had too much sensors to interface, that is the voltage sensor, LCD, ultrasonic sensor, current sensor, and IR sensors. So for this purpose, we required too many ports. So that's why we used Atmega 2560. We also had an option to use Atmega 328P Arduino Uno, but if we use Arduino Uno, we have to use the two Arduino Uno for that purpose. Now, first of all, we will start from IR sensors. So the pinout configuration, the purpose of IR sensors are to detect the white and black lines and to take the decision whether the robot is to move straight or to move left or right. It has three pins. That is, one is output pin, the other is ground pin, and the third is VCC pin. From it, we will give VCC. This will be ground, and this will be the output pin, which will go to the Atmega 2560. That is Arduino Mega. So in this way, these six IR sensors are arranged. So it consists of it is an analog IR sensor. We have used an array of sensors, digital IR sensors in our hardware, but in Proteus we did not have any sensor module, sensor array. So that's why we use analog IR sensors module, and we have imported its library. It is a now I will come to the second component, that is a motor wrapper, and it works on the concept of edge bridge. It consists of edge bridge, and L298 is the IC which is used in this module, and its also name is and its also name is 298 L298N. It consists of six pins. That is a two enable pins. These enable pins are used when we have to control the speed of the motor, and these are the four input pins. These all pins will go to the Arduino Mega. This is the ground pin, and this is a 12-volt pin which will be used for giving the 12-volt and to run the motors. These are the two outputs. The terminal of the motor does not matter in this case, because if we change the terminal of the motor, it will only change the direction, or it will only affect the direction of the motor, and so it will not make a big difference if we change the terminal of the motor. So now the third thing, now we will come to the voltage sensor. That is, we have this voltage sensor. It works on the voltage divider. The configuration, as you can see, that it consists of 130 kilo ohm resistor, and the other resistor is 7.5 kilo ohm. It consists of one VCC pin and one ground pin, and the other pin goes to the analog digital pin. That is the analog pin of the Arduino Mega. That is AD0, and the AD0 you can see here is AD0. That is of the port F of our Arduino Mega. Now I will come to the current sensor, and the current sensor name is ACS 712 electric. So ELCTR. So it also has four pins. One pin is of VCC, and the other pin is of VI out, and the other pin is filter and ground. We have connected and capacitor for the smooth flow of current, and so this is a type of a connector, two pin connector, double side connector, from which we have connected 9-volt battery, an ammeter, and 10 ohm resistor for measuring the current. So Now I will come toward the ultrasonic sensor. This is the ultrasonic sensor which consists of one 5-volt pin and the other ground pin and the two trigger and echo pins. These pins are used in the working of ultrasonic sensor. So these pins are master in, master out, and master out, and slave in, master out, slave in, and master in, slave out. So these two pins are meso and osci pins. As you can see here, that is our meso and osci pins. Now I will come toward the SD card module. SD card module consists of one CS pin, the DI pin and D naught pin, distal in, distal out pin, and this is a clock pin. This is a type of a module which is available in the market. You can buy it from the market. So, so the all of these pins are connected with the Arduino Mega. So now I will come toward the last component of our circuit, that is our LCD. So the LCD, now LCD consists of, this is a 16 by 2 LCD, and it consists of you can see that. So it consists of these terminals. VSS is a terminal which will be grounded. VDD is a terminal which will be 5 volt. So in VDD we will give 5 volt for the working of the LCD. RS pin is and RW pin is the write pin, read pin. So E is the enable pin. These all pins will go to the Arduino Mega pins. These are the four A8 digital pins. If we have to use the 8 mode transfer of data, so if we have to use the 8-bit mode of the transfer of data, then we will use 8 pins. Otherwise, we can also use the 4-bit transfer mode of transfer data. So in this case, we have used D4 to D7 pins. So this means that we have used only 4 pins for data logging. So this was all about our components. Now we will have a brief review of their data sheets or some information about these sensors. So let's go. So now I will come towards some breakdown before going to the data sheets of the sensor. I will briefly discuss about the work breakdown. In week 1, we have to make the logic tables and this theoretical work. So we did make the logic table and did the technical theoretical work. Week 2, we did simulation and the circuit on Proteus. Week 3, that we did the purchasing of the components and assembled our project. And in week 4, we did our filing testing and the final testing of the project and presented it. So this was our estimated budget which we made. Cells were of it consists of the chargeable cells and also non-chargeable cells, sensors, microcontroller, robot kit, and connecting wires. Now we will briefly go towards this is a block diagram of our circuit that and that gives us the pictorial view that where the sensors were attached. So now I will go toward the the data sheet of our sensor. This was the originally the sensor which we used, the digital sensors, IR sensor, and its name is TCRT 500. So it consists of 10 kilo ohm resistor and 220 ohm resistor, so that it is not burned. So it detects the IR, right? So you can see that collector emitter voltage VCO is a 70 volt, emitter collector voltage 5 volt. So it's not of our concern. So we will move toward the ultrasonic sensor. HCSR04 is the name for ultrasonic sensor, as I have shown to you in the simulation part. It consists of VCC pin, trigger pin, echo pin, and ground pin. So its working voltage is 5 volt. If you give above 5 volt, it will burn. Working current is 15 milliampere. Working frequency is 40 ohm. Maximum range is not 4 meter. Yes, it's 4 meter. And the minimum range is 2 centimeter. It can detect object up to 400, 4 meter to minimum 2 meter. So my measurement angle is of 15 degree. So these are some information about the voltage of ultrasonic sensor. This is our motor driver edge bridge. As you can see that supply voltage will be 50 volt, power supply VS has 7 volt. So these are some voltages and currents which will be very much important and in the working of motor driver. So motor selection encoder MPU 6000 was the encoder which we used. It as you can see from its shape, that it will be configured between the tires of the robot, and when the tire will it will tell us about the position of the robot and how much steps the robot have moved. So its working voltage or supply voltage is 0 -0.5 volt to 6 volt. So this is an important voltage is important for every component, as our components can burn if we give excessive voltage. So now comes our current voltage. Current voltage has three configuration: 5 to -5 to 5 amperes, 20 -20 to 20 amperes, and -30 amperes to 30 amperes configuration. These configurations are important for its sensitivity value. The 5 ampere current sensor has a less sensitivity value of 85. 20 ampere has 103, and the 30 ampere current sensor has 185 sensitivity value. So this is our current sensor. As you can see, its original shape in hardware. So supply voltage is 8 volt, output voltage is 8 volt. So these are some information. From some information we are not concerned, so we will not read it. This is the voltage sensor. As you can see, it look like this. The voltage sensor look like this. So its operating condition is also 5 volt, and its accuracy is also given. That trip point accuracy is ±1% to 5% and 10%. So this was all about our sensors, and this is our about the data sheet of Atmega 2560. Its operating voltage is 5 volt, its input voltage is 7 to 12 volt, its input voltage is limit from 6 to 20 volt, and its DC current per input output pin is 20 milliampere, and its DC current per 3.3 volt pin is 50 milliamps. Now we will move toward the part 2. So part 2 of our video is about Arduino code. Now I will explain you the code which is written in Arduino IDE. So let's move toward the code. So this is our code of SD card. This is a code. This is the final code of Arduino Mega. So we will discuss in bits and bytes, so that it will be easier to read and understand. So this is a code of our SD card. As you can see that first of all we have made a function for it for initializing the SD card. And so it is important to initialize the SD card. And it is important because first we have to know that is the SD card detected or not. So for the SD card to be get detected, we made a function so that when we select the SD card, and when the SD card is selected, it the and when the SD card is selected. So now I will come toward the code. This is a code of SD card, from which we have first of all we have divided this code into functions, and we have used a serial pin for verifying the code on an Arduino IDE software before testing it on hardware. So first of all, we have used SD card initialization function. So in this way, first we have to initialize the SD card not before using it. So if SD card dot begin chip select, if the chip is selected, that is the SD card is inserted. So we will create a text file daq.text, and we will write on this file as we have used file write command. So first we have to open for writing in the file function. We have to create a text file and we have to open it. First we will open it and then we will create a text file. We will also give its extension, that is text file, we have to create a text file, and then we will write by using file write command. My file is the variable in which it will be stored. So if my file command is used for testing it, and then after that, after we have written our data, after we have done with our data, after that we will close our file. So after that, again, if we have and if we have to again write the data into our SD card, we will again open the file by using the SD card sd.open and command, and then we will open the file. So if my file not available, so first we will read the data in it, and then after reading the data in it, we will append the data in it. So we will again write the new data in it. So now comes it's just a setup and variable declaration file, and in which we have declared the variable in mode for the variables that which variable that which is the output or which is input, as the motors and enables are the output and the IR sensors are input. So we have also used a byte skull. This will create a skull, you can say uh, skull symbol on the LCD, and this will create a Marco symbol on the LCD. These are the code for it. So now we will move toward the current sensor. Current sensor. So this is our the file of current sensor, lcd.begin or lcd.print current sensor. So we first of all we have to take its reference value. We will make it analog read current pin, and so and now we will convert the value to the reference value by multiplying it by 5000 and dividing by 1024, and the current value after that we will minus the ADC voltage with the offset value divided by sensitivity. Now, as I've talked before that about the sensitivity, that a 5 ampere current sensor has a sensitivity of 83, and the 20 ampere the current sensor has a sensitivity of 103, and 30 ampere has a sensitivity of 185. So in this way, we have set the LCD cursor to 00, and then after that we will print ADC value is equal to, and then we have set the cursor to 12 0, and in this way we will first display the value of voltage in millivolt, that is the ADC voltage is on it, and after that we will and then after that we will display the current values in ampere. So by using the formula, we can also, by dividing it by 1000, we can also display the ampere into milliamperes. So after that, we will go towards the encoder. Encoder code is very simple. That is, it will just digitally read the encoder, and if check is equal to 1, then the step will be plus plus. And we have also used the while condition. So it means that when our robot will move, it will count the step and it will increment and in the step one by one after the condition is true. Now we will come to. So now this is the code of our line following. So first of all, we have made a function of the void line detection. So it will be used for line detection. We have made 6 variables from S1 to S6, which will digitally read the IR pins of 6 sensors. So if S2 sensor is 1, S3 sensor is 0, and S4 sensor is 1, will be going forward toward at a full speed, because the motor 1 will be moving clockwise and the motor 2 will be also moving clockwise. So it will move straight. So if S2 is 0, S3 is 1, and S4 is 1, then it will be also moving straight, as motor 2 will be motor 1 will be moving anti-clockwise and motor 2 will be moving clockwise. So if sensor 2 is 1, sensor 3 is 1, and sensor 4 is 0, it will again move forward, or it will move straight at full speed. So it is speed that you can see that with enable we have written a speed. We can then use the speed from up to 0 to 255, and here 155 is wrong. So 0 to 255, which is a maximum 8-bit value. So 180 is the speed. This is 90 speed half. We have done the speed half. So it is also 90 speed. So if our sensor 2 is on, sensor 3 is off, sensor 4 is off. Now it will going to move left as our motor 1 is high and motor 2 is high. So both will be moving clockwise. So it will move on the left side when the sensor 2 will be on and the two other sensors will be off. Now we will come toward the position in which our robot will move right. Our sensor 2 will be off, sensor 3 will be off, and sensor 4 will be on. So that means that a right sensor will be on, so it will move right. So as you can see that motor 2 will be moving anti-clockwise, motor 1 will be moving anti-clockwise, and motor 2 will move clockwise, and it will move toward, it will take a right turn. So now again toward left, when both of the sensor, okay, this is written wrong, so it will stop. When then three of the sensor is on, so it means that none of this motor will be enabled or it will be working, so our robot will move. And when the and then when the all of the sensors are off, that is zero, again the motor will not work and the robot will not move. Now we come towards the loop, void loop function. This is our loop of our code. So as you can see that first of all we have LCD begin, and then we have first displayed team R4 and our roll number and names, and after that we have given the bin number, and this is now the function of ultrasonic. So let's see the what an ultrasonic is doing. So the ultrasonic will measure the distance and will tell us that at what distance the obstacle is from the robot. For distance in centimeter, we have used this formula that a duration and of pulses, that a duration is from the pulses from the echo pin, and multiply by 0.034 divided by 2. So LTD pin will be distance and LTD pin will be in centimeters. So if distance is less than 5, the motor will stop. That is, the obstacle is detected, and at a distance less than 5, our robot will not move further and it will stop, and all the motors will be stopped working. Now comes the line detection, and we have discussed line detection. The line detection function is called here. So all the other functions are also called here, that encoder left, current and voltage function is also called here for the sensors. So SD card is open here and file right, and here it will display the output, that is battery, current and voltage, and it will write in the text file, and a text file will be created and saved on the SD card. So now we will move toward the voltage sensor function. And voltage sensor, as it is an analog sensor, so we have to use the analog read command for to read the data of the voltage sensor. So for calculating V out, we have to first calculate V in. So this is the only value. So this is the value, reference value, which is converted it of a 10-bit ADC, that is analog to digital converter. It is a 10-bit maximum value 1024, and this is the 5-volt value, 5 reference value. So its reference value is about 4.88 millivolt. So first of all, we will calculate V in by using the voltage divider rule, as we have studied earlier in the ECA subject. So by using voltage divider, we will calculate the V in voltage, and after that, we will calculate V out voltage. So this was all about our voltage sensor, in which we use the voltage divider rule to calculate the V in and V out voltages, and then after that we displayed on LCD. Now we will move toward part 2, part 3. So our next our next part is about the PCB designing on Proteus and hardware. So now we will move toward the Proteus. So this is the PCB design, in which we have connected the connectors with all of our terminal ports. So this is a general type of an IC which have the port numbers. These are the cell connectors, 118. So, and these are the buttons and voltage current sensors. As you can see that a buzzer is also attached with it. And we also have an LCD. So this is an IC for an LCD connector type IC for LCD, in which the VDD is attached to the output of the potentiometer. V0 is attached with the output of the potentiometer, and potentiometer will be used to control its brightness. This is a type of a perf board. This is encoder with 4 pins, and this is an ultrasonic sensor. So you can see this is an IR sensor. And this is the ground and 5-volt connections. Now we will go towards its PCB layout. So as you can see that in the PCB layout, these are the terminals of the Arduino Mega. These are the space for Arduino Mega. This is 16 cross 2 LCD. And this is an encoder, voltage sensor, SD card, ultrasonic sensor. So this is all about the PCB layout and Proteus. So now we will move toward the hardware video or the pictures of our PCB. So this is about our PCB plates, fiber plates. This is about the PCB. Where this is the PCB layout which we printed, and we also did the silk screening. So this was all. This is the our PCB layout in which we place the components like this. As you can see, that all the components are placed. This is an encoder, rotary encoder. This is SD card module. This is a current sensor. This is voltage sensor, and this is ultrasonic sensor. So now we will see its software video. You can see simulation on software. So you can see that it is giving us the information, the distance measurement. In this way, this is another video. This will give us the voltage in ampere. So this is our value of current. So this was all about our simulation and PCB fabrication. So at last, I will show you its hardware testing as how it worked on hardware. So let's go to hardware testing. So this is our hardware testing. As you can see that our robot is working fine. So now we will run it. As you can see that it's working fine. So as you can see that it will also move back from where it started. One more video. This is another video which we tried in university. So this is the data, the showing of on LCD on hardware. So you can see that it's working fine. So it is giving us the data. the information on the LCD of all the sensors. You can see it's working on hardware. So at last, I will show you the state machine of state diagram of our project. So this is a report of our project. This is our state machine. As you can see that this is all our state machine. So this was all about our project. So this was the 3D view or view from the visualizer. So this was all about, and this was a bill of material, which was fiber PCB fiber board 700, base including motor and tires 850, IR sensor was 6 and 550, L298 350, and this was all of our bill of materials of sensors, and this was all from our project. And thanks for watching our video. Thanks. Allah Hafiz.